Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the LRS Formula Series. We're back here for round 6 at Autopolis for the Bartopia Autopolis Grand Prix. So currently taking a look at the standings, we have Sam up first with 29 points, Jimmy Fuego in a close second with 28, and Miu with 27. So everyone is still close in the top 3. The championship has not been decided yet, and we're already in the last half of... We're at the last part of the first half of the season, I would say. I think we have a few more, but either way, we also have MTL in 4th, Blake Azo in 5th, tied with Draco. Lance is 7th, Flap and A, Apollo in 9th is 2nd, 10th. Of course, we got all the other drivers, with Jack being the lowest with 10 points. So better get ready for the Autopolis Grand Prix. Keep an eye out for the next 2 races. We're about to go to the Helsinki German Grand Prix and the Sunshine Island Austrian Grand Prix at both the Nürburgring, not the Nordschleife, but the Nürburgring Grand Prix, and the Red Bull Ring. And those being, of course, the Helsinki and Sunshine Island races. Later today, we also have GT, who's going to come over. First, of course, Formula. Formula is always the first race in the season. Or sorry, it's the first race of the day. It's always Formula. And then we're gonna go to GT, then Stock Car, and then Prototype is last because it's super long. Either way, we're about to get ready to take a look at these guys starting their qualifying runs, and we're gonna see who's gonna start pole position, and more importantly, who's gonna be racing and finishing in first at the end of the race. Because that is the most important to any driver. As we are about to take a look at the qualifying session here at Autopolis, we are going to take a look at Sam starting off. And of course, this Autopolis is one of my favorite racetracks ever. Close, hard. I have a close. Like, I love that track so much. And I love seeing these guys going on it. So let's take a look at Kanzi. Of course, Sam, he was racing a stock car last time, as he was at Watkins Glen. Got himself a race win that day, and unfortunately Sam did not get himself a first, but he did get himself a second, so he did get 2 podiums in a single day, so that's beautiful to see. Kanzi, however, he was in GT yesterday, or yeah, last time, and he ended up all the way in 16th outside of the points. That's due to just how chaotic Nordschleife was for him. You can say the same for Metro. Well, I think Metro ended up a bit better, yeah. And Metro ended up in the top 5. He ended up 5th. Yeah, he ended up 5th. And last time at Suzuka, Metro ended up in 6th. So he did get 2 top 5s in a single day. So that's beautiful to see. Yes, I was talking about the race winner at Watkins Glen. And I think he is very close in the championship in Stock Car too. So he has been doing super well in that series alone. Take a look at Sam already going to start. He's already doing his run here. Linz, the Prototype championship leader. He of course has won in Silverstone after Shiny had a big accident during that race, and him and Zach did a 1-2. Of course, those two have been monstrous in Prototype, and Linz is now here racing in Formula, and I think he's trying to get that winning streak going, which I think the closest we've ever gone to a winning streak was Shiny with 3 race wins in a day, or 3 race wins in different series. Yeah, of course, it's gonna be a highlight. It's 100% gonna be a highlight of the season. Like the Cons across the line as Metro gets pole position. How about Zach? Zach crosses the line. He's gonna start his lap, however. Scratch now with a pole position. And Cons also crossed the line, but not with a good time. Look at Zach driving the McLaren number 43 livery. And Scratch with a pole position of a 122, 210. Let's see who is able to beat that time here at Autopolis today. Of course, I love Autopolis. The reason why, it's such a good flowing track. Like, you don't have like super hard braking zones. Like, I think the closest you can get to a super hard braking zone is turn 1. The rest is all like smooth flowing. Like, you know, easy on the gas, easy on the brake, or like easy on the brakes, smooth turning, keep going. No like chicanery type stuff. And that's what makes this track so good. It's just a nice, smooth flowing track. And as I said, I would love to see the, as I said before, the GT drivers will also race here later today. So we're gonna see Kanzi twice. We're gonna see Metro here again. We're gonna see MTL here again. We're gonna see Jimmy here again. We're gonna see. Wait, let's say no. Zachary's in prototype. Excuse me. As Jack gets pole position, the driver who's all the way at the bottom in the championship fights his way to the top spot here today at Autopolis. He wants that race win. It will do him justice. It will make everything for him so easy here in the season 1 of the Formula Series. As we have less than 4.5 minutes remaining here. We're taking a look at the standings so far as we have Miu, Draco, Miu, Draco, Zio, Jimmy, Blake, Sam, Linz, Metro, Kanzi, Floppa, MTL, Zach, Apollo, Scratch, and Jack at pole position with a 122, 082. As I think at the bottom I see a little bit of changing. Either way, we're looking at MTL. Driver very respected, especially in the GT category. He is a very respected driver in there. Floppa, another driver that also has some okay respect. I won't say like top tier respect. Floppa is more so there in stock car, but they get himself a few points. Although he's not performing extremely good, he is doing all right there, and that's a good part. Taking a look at Jimmy Fuego, who last time at Nordschleife. He ended up in the podiums. He ended up 3rd. So he did push a Mercedes to the podiums, which is beautiful to see. So maybe Jimmy Fuego could go on a podium streak. He could possibly start a podium streak here today if he wants. Of course, he did not get a podium at Autopolis or at Suzuka, but he could definitely get. He did get a podium at Nordschleife. See if he can get himself a podium here at Autopolis. He does have to do a lot of work if he wants to get up there on the podium. But hey, there's no limit to how fast you could go in this. It's you, the car, and the road, and a bunch of others who are trying to hold you back. Just try to push through it, and you're a winner. Simple as that. So we have less than 2.5 minutes remaining. The pole is still Jag, but Zach is in 3rd now. So the top 3 is looking very spicy so far. With a few drivers who are not in contention for, a couple drivers, or a few drivers who are not even in contention for the championship, who could flip the entire table. They could have all the tables turned and have the championship be their way. They could put up a fierce battle against the championship leader, that is Sam. It's looking good for them. And of course, the top three is, well, the top three is not looking good, as we had Sam, the championship leader, all the way in 11. Jimmy is in 8th, so he's already in points margin. Mio was all the way in 14th. Meanwhile, MTL's in 5th, but he's far away from the top three. Not far away, but like, he needs to score a boatload of points to get closer to them, or to even get ahead of all of them, like jump over them. And it's an even bigger jump for Blake Izuyoy, but it's currently not looking good for the Canadian, as he's all the way in 12th. So we are taking a look at the pole sitter here. Jack, the number 10, driving the liminal spaces livery here. And his teammate Danny Allister driving in different series than him. Of course, Jack be doing prototype or Formula and Stock Car. Danny be doing GT and prototype. And Danny actually got himself a podium, who's Jack's teammate, both racing in the liminal spaces team. Let's take a look at Scratch, the driver in 2nd. He's gonna definitely put up an insane battle against Jack. But of course, the more important thing is who is gonna be who's gonna be faster on the start than Jack. Can Scratch basically be faster on the start? Can he have a faster time or a faster reaction than Jack when it comes to pressing the gas? The same story for Zach. If he has a faster time or faster reaction than Scratch, he could overtake Scratch, but possibly also overtake Jack and take the championship. I would not be surprised if they go free wide into turn 1. Although I will be terrified if they do. As we are coming to a conclusion here at the qualifying session here, Autopolis is coming to an end. But we are about to be taking a look at the final few drivers here. We have 6 more cars remaining. Slowly going to be less and less over time as multiple cars coming up to the finish line. Jimmy Fuego, the cameras are all concentrated on. Of course, he is in the championship. He's 2nd. He has to improve. Meanwhile, Apollo could change it all and he could turn it into a good day for himself, as he's currently in 4th, but he could take that 3rd spot away from Zach. But the question is, will he? He won't. How about Jimmy Fuego, the last driver to cross the finish line? No problem for MTL, no problem for Jimmy. It's going to be a bit difficult for him. As we are taking a look at Jake, Scratch, Zach, Apollo, and Linz at your top 5. So we're about to go ready, and we're about to go green. 16 laps around Autopolis. Ooh, you see Zach immediately trying to look left and right. The Jack and Scratch going side to side into turn 1. Looking great so far for all the other drivers. Jack now trying to put a lot of pressure. He's trying to claim that spot for himself, and it's all going fine. It's going good, and he now has the lead comfortably. So look back at the field. We are looking at a lot of overtakes being done here. Drago getting close to Blake. Meanwhile, Miyu getting ahead of Sam as Sam is falling down. The orders here and there. And Draco now. Oh, Blake and Sam got really close. But Sam is going to try to hold back to that spot. He's going to try to hold that spot for himself. Draco all the way at the bottom of the field. He's trying to find a way to get ahead. As Blake is going to get ahead. And now, Miyu trying to do a move on Kanzi right there. Did not work. And multiple drivers already split. It is only round 1 of 16. Or it's only lap 1 of 16. And there's already a big gap between multiple drivers. There's multiple cars. I think those are both the Buckshot Bros that went sideways there. Including Kanzi and Blake Izuyoy, who are beached back there. Oi, oi, oi. That's not a great way to start the race for them. Oh, man, especially for Blake. Blake is top 5. Blake is in 5th position. And the championship is about to go into lap 2. Both of them gonna get sent to the pits, and they are luckily getting back on the field, so no ginormous damage to the vehicle. Zio trying to find a way to get close to MTL. Oh, he got him on the inside here. Can he do it? He is trying his best to put a lot of pressure on MTL and make him drive very awkward lines. And Zio did get ahead. An absolute beautiful move right there. What a battle that was. That was beautiful to watch. Zio is fighting through the entire field. He went ahead of MTL. Now he's gonna get ahead of Metro anytime now. He definitely see the 8 charging like an absolute unit here. About to go into lap 3. Jack leading the field comfortably in the first. Although Scratch is close to him, he does not have so much pressure from him. The Scratch is not that much into striking distance, but he is getting closer. Flopping now, gonna try to switch it up. Linz now kind of in a little bit of a difficult situation here. But Linz did protect the spot as Flop is having a bit of difficulty trying to get closer to Linz. Meanwhile, Metro trying to find a way to get closer to Flop at the moment. And Draco getting ahead of Jimmy Fuego. And it's not looking good for the Buck Show Bros. So both of them have been out of the race. And it's not looking even good for Jimmy Fuego in the slightest, as he is completely out of the question of the podium, in fact, which could definitely solidify his spot. Meanwhile, MTL is also not looking good. Blake easier all the way at the bottom of the field after that wreck with Kanzi. So the tables have completely turned here. It is now Jack who's holding the entire field by the throat. About to go into lap 4 of 16. We are looking at Zio getting closer to Metro. And I feel like he's going to try to go for an overtake here after outside of turn 1. Or out of turn 1, turn 2. Flop will definitely try to go for a move again on Linz. But Linz is really good in defense. Let's see if the 73 could get ahead of the Norwegian. Because he has to juggle with two things. He has to juggle with Linz's pressure, or trying to put pressure on Linz, while he is getting pressure from Metro. So he has to juggle with those two things. Meanwhile, Metro trying to get ahead of Flopper to make sure he can get away from Zio as he gets on 2 wheels over there. Luckily, he does have the car under control, but that was a bit scary there for a second. Now Flop on the inside, will he do it? He tried, he definitely tried. Just not enough space for him. He was too far to try to go for an overtake. He had to brake too, or else he would have collided straight into Linz. He was in a bit of a difficult situation. Meanwhile, Zio, we are looking at 2 battles close to each other. So although we are looking at Zio's camera, we can also look at we can also look at the battle between Flopper and Linz at the same time. We are looking at a 4-man. We're looking at a 4-car battle here, which is about to soon turn into a 5-car battle if Linz manages to catch up to Zach, which he's not that far away from it either. And Zio getting a bit sideways there for a second. Luckily, he has the car under control, and he's gonna try to get back to Metro as he did lose some time over there. So, both of them on 2 wheels there for a split second. It's not looking good for the drivers behind Miyu, or behind MTL, excuse me. And those include Sam, Draco, Jimmy, Kanzi, and Blake. They're all out of points margin. And MTL, meanwhile, he could score himself 1 point, but that's just 1 point. That won't do much to the championship. The ones that can really do a dent on the championship are the top 5, I would say, because a few of the names in the top 5 are names that have been in the top 10 in the championship. Like names like Linz, Zach, Apollo. Those names, I would say, have been very, very common in the top 10. And they could definitely do a bit of a dent on the standings, giving the drivers in first on the, or giving the top 5 drivers on the championship a bit of a heart attack, I would say. Gio is doing alright so far. Of course, he's got a 123, a 191. Not a bad time for him either. But he has been stuck behind Metro for a while as Jack crosses the line, and we have 10 more laps to go here at Autopolis. Jimmy Fuego now on the inside of Draco. Has the speed, has the momentum, and now they're going side to side into turn 1. Ooh, a little bit of lock off right there from Sam, and now Jimmy Fuego is going to try to hunt down the 6. Right away, he's going to get 2 birds with 1 stone in a single sector. He tried, did not work, and now Draco has an opportunity, but he is not that far away from it either. Meanwhile, Kanzi close enough to get ahead of Draco, but that's only to unlap himself at most. But that Kanzi is already close to Draco. Says a lot about the 7th pace. Is Jimmy Fuego on the inside there. Did he get ahead of Sam? Side to side, we are looking at 2 yellow cars trying to overtake 2 red cars. Both of the Buckshot Bros trying to overtake Sam and Draco. And Jimmy does get ahead. Oh, wow. Autopolis is good for these cars. Like, Jesus Christ, man. I'm gonna have so much fun watching this race. Will Flopper they get a bit sideways with that for a second. Zach close as hell. Metro on the inside of Linz did not work. He is so close, however. He was almost able to overtake Linz. Did not working out. He has the pressure of Zio again. And Miyu is also close in the question here. So it's looking great for Miyu so far, who is currently third in the championship. Could definitely turn it into a first. Or, well, be tied with Sam in first. But if the 18 does get ahead of the 8, she could become first in the standings. Because then she'll get 3. With the current standing, she gets 2. Or with the current position she is in, which is 9th. She'll get 2 points, so she'll be tied with Sam, who is 29, and Miyu 27. If she gets 3 points, then she can go from 27 to 30 and get ahead of Sam, who is not in reach of making any points here. And neither is Jimmy Fuego. Ooh, please go back to Metro versus Linz, please. Miyu close to Zio. Now tries to go on the inside. Now, here we go. Miyu's gonna try to go for a move again. Did not work right there. No, looks like something happened back there. I think Miyu went on 2 wheels for a second over there. Either way, it's still close between multiple drivers there. Miyu getting close into turn 1. Zio did manage to hold back Miyu, but now he needs to hug the inside as much as possible, as Miyu will definitely try to go for another move again. Not working here, but it could all change within the next turn. So we have a few more laps to go here. Four more to be exact. Inside Zio! A little bit of contact over there, but I don't think that was intentional. I think that was just a sheer accident. As the 8 is struggling behind the wheel. Three more laps to go. Jimmy and MTL trying to fight it out. Wait. Oh my god, Jimmy's off. Sam is off. MTL, who took Jimmy out. Oh no, Jimmy's just out. Ay, ay, ay. I don't think that was intentional. I do not think that was intentional at all. And now, the 32 back into the pits. Far behind the pack. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. What a nightmare for the Bookshop Bros here today. Oh, Miyu having a little bit of issues. And the 18 off the field for a second. Definitely had to clutch the steering wheel as much as possible. Be careful on the brakes. But luckily she did manage to get the vehicle back on the field. Oh my god. And there goes her chance of trying to take the championship away. She will tie with Sam. That is the good thing. So they are close in terms of championships. They are close in terms of points. Literally side to side with points. So the battle between Miyu and Sam will come to a conclusion at Nürburgring next time. We have 2 more laps to go. And the chances for Zio are getting less and less. He needs to do it now or it'll be never. And Zach, the driver who started in 3rd, all the way in 4th now. Far behind Apollo, not looking great for him. But that 4th might turn into a 5th because Flappa is close as well, waving white flag. 1 more lap to go here at the Bartopia Autopolis Grand Prix. And Flappa close to Zach. It has to be now or never for the 73. Or else a 5th position will stay. And that definitely is going to do it. Zach has 100% secured his spot here on 1st or up in fourth. And Flapper did not manage to get into fifth, or not get into fourth, and has to deal with a fifth. But the driver who did manage to hold himself in the first is Jack. As we are about to wave the black and white checkered flag, the 10 is back in victory lane. Scratch coming home in second, and Apollo bringing it home in third. Zach holding off Flapper and getting that fourth spot. Linz a fifth. Metro is Linz a sixth. Metro 7 is Zio in eighth. Mio in ninth. And MTL coming home in 10th, making that the top 10 here at Autopolis for the Bartopia Autopolis Grand Prix. What a race this was. So much drama happened during the last part of the race. Jesus Christ. This race was legendary. Definitely one of my favorite races in the entire season. This was entertaining to watch. So many good battles happen here and there. The top 10, it was Jack, Scratch, Apollo, Zach, Flapper, Linz, Metro, Zio, Miu, and MTL. Fastest lap made by Jack. As we're going to go to take a look at the standings. Now this is getting interesting. Apollo did manage to get himself into the top 5. But more importantly, Miu and Sam are both tied. Jimmy Fuego 1 point behind. And we also have MTL on 5th still. Meanwhile, Blake Ezio is shot down all the way from 5th to 11th. Horrifying image right there. And Kanzi now at the bottom of the championship. Meanwhile, Jack got himself to the top 10, shot himself all the way up into the top 10, and Apollo now in the top 5. Of course, Zach also pretty solid in the standings. And that would pretty much say that's the first half of the season. Or sorry, not the first half. After Nürburgring is the first half of the season. So, we have one more race, so we have the results of the first half. And then, I would say, get prepared for the second half of the season. So until then, we'll see you guys at the Nürburgring Grand Prix, or the Nürburgring